Hello and welcome to Learning with Lulu. So in this video, we are just doing a quick summary of chapter 4 from Frankenstein. So chapter 4, overall, it's the chapter where he starts creating the creature. In this chapter, he talks a lot about how he spent time at charnel houses. Those are the places where like essentially dead bodies and bones are kept. And he talks about how this obsession with creating and animating lifeless matter just completely absorbed him, to the point where he spent almost an entire year not really even noticing anything outside of his work. He said it wasn't quite like an enjoyment that an artist has. It was just this need to finish and to have his work come to a conclusion. He is so shut off from other people, from his family. He talks about how his body has like becomes, I think the word he uses is like emaciated, where he's just not taking care of himself. I get the sense that he's not eating well. He's not exercising beyond, the normal way. And he talks about how like his eyes start bulging out of his sockets because his body is just like kind of wasting away as he just gives all of his energy to creating or giving life to lifeless matter. He says he determines to make his creation gargantuan. So he says it's 8 foot in height, and he does this because it's going to be easier with just like all the intricate fibers and veins that go into human beings. And he also talks a little bit about how he has this like kind of dream of being kind of the father, this progenitor of this like new race that will look to him with more gratitude than a child looks to their father because he created them. So yeah, he's definitely taking on this kind of like stepping into the place of God mentality, and pride over this work. And then towards the end of the chapter, when he's talking about how his mind isn't even dwelling on not just other humans, but even friends and family who are far away. And he talks about how he knows his father now because the narration is like from a future point, and he's telling this as like a past occurrence. And he says, now I realize that my father was justified, but at the time he was just kind of not exactly upset, but just ambivalent to like how he knew his father would be uncomfortable with how he had completely distanced himself, and distancing himself so much from his friends and family was just not right. But he agrees now, but in the chapter he was completely shut off and separated from the world, truly the image of a mad scientist. Shut away from the world, kind of going a little crazy, giving lifeless matter life. Towards the beginning of the chapter, he says, I'm not going to tell you how this is done because, as you'll see from this like tale of woe, why it would be a fallible and dangerous thing for you to do. So that is chapter 4 of Frankenstein. I hope this video comes in helpful to you. Make sure to like it, comment down below your thoughts on this chapter, on Victor. Yeah, quite the character. And make sure to subscribe to the channel. I hope to see you back around, and thanks for watching.